What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to basketball, and more importantly, welcome back to our prospect evaluation series. This is a series where I'm breaking down all the first round level prospects leading up to the NBA draft. And in this video, we've got Alan Graves, a very highly requested video that we had to wait for because we weren't sure if he was going to be in the draft or not. And now we get to do him. He's going to be an exciting one. I know you guys are excited to see it, and I'm excited to kind of break him down for you. But before we get into all of his stats and film and putting him on a big board at the end of the video, make sure that you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I've responded to every single comment to my YouTube channel up to this point, and I intend to keep on doing so. The channel is growing crazy fast right now. I believe you guys are going to see this video on a Tuesday. I have to pre-record some stuff because I have some travel coming up leading up to the draft and everything, so I'm trying to make sure you guys have some stuff to watch. But this channel is growing like crazy. We're trying to hit 20K before the draft, which I think could be doable, which is nuts to say. The channel's just been growing so fast. All the top content's coming out right now, though. Go watch Ideal Off Season, the other Do They Fit in the NBA series videos, the mock drafts, all of that stuff. But with that being said, let's go talk about Mr. Graves. Alan Graves, about 6'8", 226-pound freshman coming out of Santa Clara. Yeah, so we weren't sure if Graves was going to enter the draft or not, because we know that he had some solid NIL offers and stuff, and weren't sure where he's going to get picked. So he went through the typical song and dance of like, hey, I'm going to go to the combine. I'd like to be drafted like around this range so that I can make this much money for it, yada, 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 right? It's the whole thing, and I'm sure there's other factors at play as well, but he's sticking in the draft, so we're going to be breaking him down finally. And, you know, I always, with these intros, typically would say for most of this series, like, hey, this is an intro to these guys, and that's still how you should treat this video, as it's an intro to the player, at least for you guys. I've watched all the film on him at this point, so this isn't necessarily new to me. I kind of have my thoughts on Graves so far, and I just like to make that clear at the beginning of the video. But again, go take in other opinions, go watch other videos. This is just simply going to be an intro to the player for you guys, right? Because that's more so the point of this series or whatever. But yeah, we'll take a look at some of his analytics now. We'll watch some film, and we'll put him on the big board that we've been building throughout this series at the very end. So let's start learning about Graves. Basically, what you need to know about him is defense. Being a stretch kind of forward is a big thing that he's known for. He's smart. He plays pretty hard, right? I wouldn't say he kills you with athleticism at all. I'm not sure he's creating a ton of his own offense. He likes to post up like a decent amount too, and he's not necessarily the greatest at it. And it's not necessarily something we're doing at the NBA level, but again, we'll kind of break it all down for you, but just giving you a quick overview before we look at some of his numbers. So in his one season at Santa Clara this last year, about 12 points a game. Very, very nice for a rookie player again, or for a freshman player again. Don't get used to freshmen scoring like 20 plus points. That's not typical for college players. I think there's reasons for why scoring was so high this year in college basketball, but that's another video. Getting you about 6.5 rebounds as well. Only about 2 assists, but that's not bad. A reminder, the percentages here are against people of his same position. So just keep that in mind. But we're getting almost like 2 steals a game. That's ridiculous. Getting you about a block a game as well. Very, very nice. We take a look at some of the shooting stats right here. He's at the rim a lot, and we're shooting a fine percentage there. You'd like it to be better for his size, especially at the college level, but it is what it is. Taking the mid-range shots at a decent clip here, but this is the real one, right? We're taking about 7 3-point attempts per 100 possessions. That's pretty damn solid, and we're hitting almost 41% of them. Very, very good. The free throw attempts are also decently high because he's around the rim a lot of times. He's a pretty physical player. He's not fearing contact, so he's getting there a decent amount. I'd prefer the free throw percentage to be higher. AVC, like, it's funny. I often tell you guys, like, hey, it's not like there's specific lines in the sand that we have to draw for things in terms of, like, height or, like, certain percentages and things, right? The free throw percentage, because you can completely control it, I do draw a line in the sand on, and I'm a little bit picky. I say I don't care who you are, you got to shoot at least 80% from the free throw line. And now, I'm not saying you can't draft him because of that, right? But I'm just saying, like, as a player development person, or at least former player development person, I would tell him, like, hey, we got to get that number higher. Like, that's just, it's an unacceptable rate, right, to be below 80%. I don't care what position you are. That's just what it needs to be. I'd prefer it be higher, but I try to be somewhat reasonable ultimately. If you take a look at his defensive stats, it's insane. Like, all of his defensive numbers are really, really good. So that's what you're drafting this guy to primarily be, is a 3-and-D kind of defensive wing, which we all know, very, very valuable archetype in the NBA, right? If you can find a wing that can, or a forward that can keep people in front of them, body them up, be physical, and hit the outside shot, you can make some real money in the NBA, right? Because everybody, every offseason will be like, hey, I want this type of player, right? We need more of these guys on the team. And AVC will be like, great. They're kind of expensive to get because, yeah, everybody wants those guys on their team. We all want the big guy that can shoot and play a little bit of defense, not be a bad athlete. You should be able to play, make a little bit, right? Like, we get it. You want everything. Everybody wants everything. So that's kind of what you got to look at for him. Pretty simple breakdown to understand. Now, let's take a look at his actual, play style breakdown, which shout out Draft Baller for having this. This is awesome. I actually referenced this. I went here to get analytics on these prospects, even during my own professional life, just because it made it really easy to get to. So thank you, Draft Baller. You guys are sick. So most of what he's doing is at the rim. It's not necessarily like him doing it himself, though. A lot of putback opportunities here. 13% putback. And yeah, you're going to have a high, point per possession when you do stuff like that, right? That's just kind of how it is. Big cut and roll. He's involved with a lot of screens. Like, he's flipping the ball over to people. He's running pick and rolls, pick and pops. That's a big part of his game. It's that and post-ups. He's doing a lot of that. Rim attacks. He doesn't have a bad PPP in this instance, but it's not happening a ton, right? So it's not a ton of creation. And even about 5% of the time, we're getting backdoors. So about 19% of the time, we're getting putbacks or backdoor opportunities. I love it. I love off-ball stuff. I value that almost more than some of the on-ball stuff at points, just because everyone wants to have the basketball, right? But very few get to have it. In the game of basketball, especially in the NBA. So I really value that skill set. Taking a look at the post-up opportunities here, about 13% of the time we're doing a post-up. Not the most efficient at it necessarily, but he likes to do it. I know he did a lot of it in high school. Again, I've done my deep dive on him at this point, so that's why I'm bringing up the high school stuff. The high school stuff really shouldn't matter all that much, but it's what he's used to doing. Post and kick opportunities, this is where a lot of the playmaking comes from. So when he gets it down into the post, there's a decent chance that that ball's going back out, which is good. That's what you ultimately want. You want to go low and then high in basketball. It's the best way to create opportunities and move gravity around, and there's some of those high-low moments as well. From the perimeter now, it's not a huge part of his game right now, but he's very effective at it, right? Pick and pop opportunities, awesome. It's going really well for him. Great. You can do that at the NBA and be a pick and roll guy. That's great. I can instantly see you falling into that Draymond Green short roll situation where it's like, okay, you're coming off, you have enough control of the ball to where you can, when your really good guard gets iced or something like that, you're doing that short roll off to where now you're playing 4-on-3 and you can either play make, hit a shot, or get to the rim, just do some stuff like that. Awesome. We need guys like that. Perimeter sniper, so just catch and shoot opportunities, that's going well for him. No surprise, he's shooting the shit out of the basketball. Mid-range, not a ton. Dribble jumper, not happening a ton. That's fine. We don't necessarily need that. Not a ton going on in transition, but effective from it, which is typical, right? Because transitions usually advantage basketball. And then playmaking, not happening a ton, right? But hitting a different cutter or something, that's going well for him. Attack and kick, not going on too often. And being the actual pick and roll guy yourself, not all that often. So it's a pretty simple game to understand, right? He's involved with a lot of screens, post-ups, pick and pops, right? NBA style stuff. And so that makes me smile as a scout. I go, okay, cool. This should be easy to kind of fit you into that stuff. Now to take a look at his actual shot chart, just because we love Draft Baller, but they don't necessarily display it in the cleanest way. So we go to the website that they get it from. So just taking a look here. Not too shabby, right? A lot of your pick and pop opportunities here, very good. Not a lot of corner opportunities for him, literally 4, just by the looks of it here. So not a bunch. It's a lot of pick and pop, right? And not a lot of at Santa Clara where he's spacing back out to the corners and getting shots. This is a great looking shot chart, though. You'll see not many mid-range opportunities at all. It's mostly all around the rim, getting to the paint, getting floaters, hook shots, or just being at the rim. Again, we'd like this a little higher, but it's fine. They're young. That's something to remember. And by the way, as always, I think it's important to understand, right? Just because you did something at the college level doesn't mean you can do it at the NBA level, right? There's a reason that I just realized I don't have my light on for this video. Give me 1 second, damn it. Give me 1 second. Oh boy, the video quality was probably fucking ruined by that because I was in the dark, wasn't it? Good Lord. Now I got the ring light on. Now you can see all of AVC's 4 out of 10 features on his face. Jesus. But anyway. it's hard to tell how you're going to translate from the college to the NBA level just because like the games are very different. It's a lot easier to tell with the international prospects. That's just something I want you guys to keep in mind always with these guys, right? But it's cool that he's playing somewhat NBA style right now, even if like Santa Clara's offense doesn't always reflect that. He himself is putting himself in those situations, which is good. The coaches get some credit for that as well, of course. So yeah, not too complicated of a shot chart to take a look at. The last thing we always do is we like to use the Galaxy feature here that Draft Baller has because it's cool and just to look at if anything else. So this is kind of just a way to compare a player to like previous like college guys. This is not meant to be a prediction tool. Draft Baller themselves will tell you it, and I mean like we don't even know how they really categorize like a star versus good, because like Marcus Smart is a star player, Otto Porter is a star somehow, right? Like I don't necessarily know. Maybe that's like college level or something like that. I don't know. It's hard to tell necessarily, but it just gives you examples of other players like him. Tari Eason, I can see that. Sindarius Thornwell, maybe. I don't really see the Oladipo one. Jay Crowder, sure. KCP, maybe. The Otto Porter one makes a lot of sense to me. I feel like they move similar ways, him and Otto Porter Jr. Lonzo Ball, interesting. Mario Chalmers, interesting. So like Halliburton, where does that come from? I have no clue whatsoever. Maybe it's like a size versus like shooting percentages thing. I don't know. I don't necessarily know, but it's a cool thing just to take a look at if nothing else in the video. But yeah, no. So that's a bit of background on Alan Graves. Now we're gonna jump into the film and start to break him down a little bit more for you. So let's go do that. Alrighty, as per usual, I got 3 games of film to watch for you guys. And now look, this is not all encompassing film. There's only so much that I can actually grab off of YouTube to even show you guys, so take that with a grain of salt, right? I believe this thing here will have some of his makes and misses from just the time of the video, if nothing else. So that's kind of my hope with this, is we can see a little bit of that. But it's just an intro to these players, right? Again, go get other perspectives, other opinions, go learn from other people, right? If you like Alan Graves before this video, like, cool, ask some people why they're not as high on him. If you're not as high on him, ask people why they are, right? That's what I want you guys to do, especially in the comment section. That's a great place to do that. And also, show this video some love and support. It's going to get demonetized because YouTube just loves siding with big business at times, which, fair enough, they still treat me well enough, and yeah, they're just gonna demonetize it, even though I should be protected under fair use. I don't own the rights to any of these clips, and my legal defense is in the description of this video. But yeah, let's watch Mr. Graves here. Alrighty, let's see. So yeah, big motherfucker right here, right? Tall, he's got some good size on him, he's thick enough, and he's working. Like, this is his shit right here. Defense, working. I'm on the big right now. Like, you're not going nowhere. Give me this shit right here. I remember this. Yep, poke, and I'm working my way back. Great stuff. Good defense. I like that we can see some clips here. He rolled the right way too. Draft him 1 overall, damn it. As you guys know, AVC, big proponent of making sure you roll the correct way when you set a pick, right? You stay open and facing the ball the whole time. It's good for just your momentum going towards the hoop, along with you just never lose sight of the ball, right? So that's important. So he sets a little ghost screen right here, and we're slipping through. Really bad pass. I remember this one, but we're going to catch it. We're going to make a nice little hook shot right here. Boom. Good stuff. Good stuff. You'll notice, motherfucker's not necessarily quick. I wouldn't describe that as a part of his game. I wouldn't say he's an uber athlete by any means. I'm sure if he was, he would be going even higher in a lot of people's mock drafts, but not like a crazy athlete. I wouldn't call him a bad one either, but he's got kind of the heavier feet to him. Doesn't mean he can't move a little bit, but remember, he's 19, right? Everybody can move a little bit when they're 19 still, so something to keep in mind. So again, we're doing a bit of a ghost screen here. We're rolling. Notice how he's not just dropping into no man's land completely. We're dropping into a solid place. Give me this basketball. Good hustle. 44. Let me see something. Oh, damn. Give me that offensive rebound, though. Keeping the play alive. Good stuff. Nice little play find right there. I love it. See, this is good film to see. All right, here we go. I like how he's keeping his hands out and active. Like, he knows he's got some arms on him, and he's okay, I can get in passing lane, stop things if I need to. Here we go. Where are you going? Give me that stupid shit. Why would you try to do that? Small thing here, as much as I love the block, and look, again, not like the greatest athlete I've ever seen. Again, not saying he's bad. Typically, what we want people doing is we don't want them trying to block the ball like right where the hand is, right? Because one, it's easier to foul that way, and also they can move their hands with the basketball. If you're trying to block people, try to block it where you know the ball is going to go. That's why I suggest going up and getting it up there, but he just goes and blocks it there. So there you go. Fun, fun, fun. Here we go. Here we go. Again, some of the pick action, pick and pop right here. Let's break down the 3-point shot, right? As you guys know, a lot of my background is in player development, and my specialty was always shooting, so I like to break that down just a little bit more. Feet definitely a little bit wide right here, and bigger dude, not necessarily uncommon in this instance. The knees are pointed inwards a little bit, which just means we have to get the legs a little bit stronger. Again, not uncommon for like a 19-year-old to need to do stuff like that. Your body's still physically developing quite a bit. Just things I would point out to be like, hey, we can make that a little bit better. Kind of a push shot with that one. That one was quite a bit off, as you'll see. And I mean, I don't think many of us love the way that looked. He kind of pushed it out from his eyes a little bit more. Again, we want that ball to really like carry up like past our right eye because he's a right-handed shooter and kind of finish more so upwards, have a little bit more of an arc on it. That ball was far to the right though. We don't want right and left misses. We want long and short. We can live with those. We can live with those. Again, we're fighting on defense. Fighting on defense. I love it. I love it. I love it. Get hand on basketball there. Here we go. Yep, that's mine. That's mine. Good defense. I love the energy with that. Big man didn't make a decision quick enough, and he was able to go poke that ball, keep it in play. Great stuff. A lot of what you get out of him is defense, as you can see right here. Let me see this little dunk. I remember this one. Hey! Just a little rimmy right there. I love it. I love it. Where is he on this possession? We're picking and popping right here. Here we go. Good relocation. I love this. Like playing off of two. Notice how he kept his dribble moving too. Like this is the stuff that excites me the most, is a play like this, which doesn't seem like it, but I like a guy that's playing with a certain amount of pace to him, right? A lot of young players, they just are like, okay, I'm driving to the hoop right now, and that's just what it's going to be. But he's like, oh shit, I got cut off right here. This skinny white boy, he's looking very scary right now. I know. Yeah, he's like, oh shit, I'm getting cut off. I'm about to take a bad shot, and I don't necessarily have someone to pass the ball to. So he slows it down. He's like, hey, get the fuck out of the way, 12. You're in my way. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's like, yeah, get the fuck out of my way. Every once in a while, I get a comment from people, and you guys know I get off topic in these videos all the time because I can't help myself. Once every other video, without a doubt, somebody comes on or comes into my comments, and they're like, hey, I like your content, but do you have to cuss so much? Yes. Okay, we continue. Yes, we do. I honestly think it's good for my marketing, if I'm being honest with you, and that's a discussion we can have in the comments as well. But he keeps the dribble alive, right? This is great. Okay, ball does get poked out there, but good box out. Give me those again. Thank you for just going up and getting the basketball and just like bringing it down, keeping it high so people can't rip it from you. Really good fundamentals here. Now we're trying to make something happen again. Good cut here. Like that should have been a thing. Here we go. A nice cut again. Good find. I love it. Very good basketball, Alan Graves. Thank you very much. Here we go. Here we go. You're guarding both right now. That's awesome. You're staying parallel with your... I get to talk about so much defense in this video. This is great. I'm glad they're showing these clips. Notice, because this guy was coming around the screen right here, right? He's got to watch the ball because you got to watch the ball first. But you've also got your roll man right here in this action. So he's got his eyes here, but he's staying parallel because as soon as this guy gets below him, it can be a lob, right? So they're taking a shot here. Really good box out. Give me that basketball. That's mine. Let's go. I love it. Very, very good. Very, very good. Here we go. Here we go. Here's a little bit of that drive and create right here. Not quite able to finish it with the left. And I mean, you can tell just by watching it. Like, again, he's not blowing by you with any dribble moves, speed, or anything like that. So you're not asking this guy to create necessarily for himself at the NBA level. It's not what you're looking for. He's more of the connecting piece to things. So we're driving. Not quite able to finish over the top on this one. But hey, give me that basketball. Keep fighting. Good stuff. We love it. We love it. Alrighty, cool. All right, there's a move. There's a spin move. Oh no. And see, that's kind of the thing, right? He's not a self-creator necessarily, and I'm not saying that one play determines it, right? But we can all see it's slow, right? It's slow. Like there's not a great grip on the ball. There's not a lot of speed. He's not going very far with each of his strides, right? So just something to keep in mind that, maybe not as much upside as like an athlete and things like that, but fundamentally, there's some good stuff here for sure. Oh, great hustle as always. Throw it between the legs. Hey, I'm fighting. Jump ball. Good stuff. Here we go. What are we doing? Active hands. We love it. Active hands. Good stuff. I'm still here. I'm one pass away. This is good. I got eyes everywhere. Here we go. We're getting up into it. We're icing, meaning we want this guard to have to go back the other way. And now I have to recover. And this is the one part of his defense that worries me. Like, if we're going to use him in icing situations, like my NBA experience or whatever, and I'm not making a ton of game plans for like NBA people or anything like that. I don't want you all to get misconstrued by that. That's not really my expertise necessarily, but like what I see with this is a slow recovery right here, right? And so I'm telling my guards like, hey, they got to get the ball to him, because look at how long it takes him to get back like into this play. But I love that he does, and he's able to compete, and that's great, but he has a slow recovery, so something to note there. Here we go. Good way to stay in front. Good stuff. Go fight for that rebound. That's mine. Thank you. Thank you. I love his rebounding. Very, very good. Very, very good. Here we go. Screen. Here we go. Screen again. Roll the correct way. Thank you very much. Trying to make something happen. Here we go. Let me see. I want this basketball. It's put back. It's put back moments. Put back moments. There we go. Get the ball back out. Great stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Like, this just screams like solid role player for me, right? Like, look at all this. This is great. This is all NBA stuff right here. This is perfect. Just playing that two-man game with the guard right here. Getting a solid screen set. Here we go. Get that ball back over. I'm going to set this screen again. I'm rolling the correct way. This is awesome. I love that. That's a great clip right there. Even if he sold the make right there. Give me those. Let's go. Let's bring it to Pound Town. Let's bring it to Pound Town. Hey! Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. This is great. Great stuff. Here we go. Here we go. What do I want? Yep, keeping him in front. Keeping him in front. Good shuffle of the feet right here. Watch this. The feet don't necessarily cross right here. Boom. Boom. Good stuff. Keep him in front. And this guy's not blowing by you either, right? So it's whatever. Got to take a really bad shot. Give me those. Great D. Great D. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, we keep going. We keep going. We're taking a three right here. Again, 3-point stance. Little bit wide. The feet themselves, you have 1 foot pointed at the rim, 1 foot pointed out. And I don't want to criticize it too much, because he made 41% of his shots, right, on a decent clip. So you don't want to do that, but at the next level, we want to perfect it, right? We want to keep getting better. Even the best shooters in the NBA are always working on their craft, right? So I want both feet 45 degrees opposite of the shooting arm. He's a righty, so I want them going to the left at a 45-degree angle. That's the most natural way for the ball to follow your hip, your right hip, past your right shoulder, past your right eye, up and through. As you can see, he's still kind of pushing the ball out from like the top of his head a little bit more, whereas I want that ball kind of like above the head, and then you start to push out. So that's kind of what I look for. Not quite jumping together either. We want to jump together because it keeps us kind of in one straight alignment. Just think about it, right? If you jump together, it's a lot harder for you to twist like your hips and other things like that, right? But that one's off to the left. So something to keep in mind there. Something to keep in mind. Give me that basketball. Hey, good lay. Good stuff. I like his hands. Good stuff here. Here we go. Again, just kind of going over the top. I'm going to try to take advantage of this smaller guy. A little bit out of control. What am I doing? Good cuts. I love how much they're cutting at Santa Clara. This is great. And yeah, kind of got himself into some trouble there. Kind of got himself into some trouble. All right, here we go. I'm going to try to make something happen again. Good stuff. Oh, try to find the guy. There he is. Oh, I thought he was hitting 44, honestly. I could have sworn he did. But whatever. Here we go. Give me that basketball. Put it back up and in. Oh, damn it. Rushed myself. Here we go. Let's see a lot of pick stuff. And now we're attacking. Boom. Aye, foul. Here we go. What are we looking for now? What are we looking for? Not necessarily creating. Okay. We're trying to just bully our way in, and that one worked. Again, probably not going to be something we want to see out of him at the NBA level. Great hustle right here. Here we go. Let's see the three-point shot this time. Again, a little bit of a wide stance. We're letting it fly. Jumps together a little bit on that one, and so maybe it helped. Here we go. Here we go. What are we doing? Get out of the way. Get out of the way, 12. The second time I've had to tell you, dummy. Get out the fucking way. Don't you know I'm Alan Graves? Watch this shit. Watch this shit right here. Yup. Give me these. Oh, damn. 12's like, God damn it. Screen. We're popping. We're popping. We got 2 on me. I'm hitting this one. I'm hitting that. Oh, damn. I thought he hit that one for sure. Now, it shows you I can't remember every clip or whatever. His feet are much better on this one, though. And this one's just long. I can live with long. It's a little bit to the right, but that's okay. Okay. Game 1, now we don't get to see all the misses and makes or whatever. This is a game we got against Oregon State. Here we go. And yes, this is the best video quality that we can find in 2026 for some reason. There's just honestly not many games to watch of him. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? We got some upset basketball players as another like short sleeve shirt wear. Why are we watching? Who's number 37? Oh, that's disgusting. That just shouldn't be allowed. This is Alan Graves condensed tape. I didn't look at this like beforehand. I just presumed it would be good. Where is this? Okay, so we got 4 minutes of this. Interesting. Do I just get to see all the minutes of him? I guess that's fine. We're getting the tape. Here we go. Good defense. Hey, foul. Here we go. Here we go. Getting back on D. Someone needs to get to the rim. Nobody got to the rim, and now it's a problem. Oh, you got to recover now. Oh, see, that's a problem. You got to get to the rim. Ah, man. Damn it. Is what it is. Here we go. Give me that rebound. Great rebound. Go back up. Ow, damn, ref. Good Lord. Let's see this free throw. Yup. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just like his stance, man. You got to change the stance. Like, dude, you look like you're like squatting over like a hole in the woods and you're about to take a shit or something like that. Like he on his tiptoes forward as well. Like, good lord. I mean, enough of them like went in to where it's not a huge deal, but me personally, I'd be reworking some things. Just a little bit though. That's not the biggest deal. It's not the biggest deal. Good pick and pop here. There it goes. Because here's the other thing. With this, we're seeing enough bad misses out of him, and again, he hits most of his three-point shots, or technically no, he hits 41% of them, but he hits a good amount of them for NBA standards, right? When you're this wide, you can't like do anything else out of it either. That's the other reason we want you really like more so like shoulder width apart, so that when you fake, you can like rip and go. If you're already really wide, you can't really rip and go without ripping a tendon or something, right? So something to keep in mind. But clank on that one. We need to fix the release point. Good crash, good stuff. I love it. Definitely comfortable using his left hand. That's great. That's great. Can we fast forward a bit? Thank you very much. Here we go. We're guarding both. We're guarding both. We're guarding both. Ooh, we're icing again and recovering. Good stuff. I love it. I like that he's in the habit of having to go through the recovery action already. That's great stuff. That was an interesting play by Oregon State, actually. Look at this. Look at this right here. So they flash middle right here to try to then get the high-low right here. They probably could have gotten it, but that guy was like, oh, let me take this midi right here. All right. Cool, cool, cool. What do we got? Setting a screen. Nobody really knows what they're doing on offense right now. We got a guy posting up, one guy in the corner. We're running the triangle. It's clearly the 90s now, and I saw a lot of this out of Santa Clara in the film I was watching of him, so that's why at the beginning I was like, Santa Clara's stuff is a little bit blah, but it's college. What are you gonna do? All right, now I gotta create myself. Let's make something happen. Nothing quite there. There we go. Hey, good stuff. Good stuff. He didn't quite get up on that as much as you'd maybe want him to, but it's okay. It is what it is. Here we go. Let's watch some more defense. I love how much defense we get to watch here. We're trying to ice. We're trying to ice. You don't really need to ice someone when they're already trying to go this way. Like you kind of have the line itself to help you with that, but it is what it is. Here we go. Here we go. I'm here. Notice how he has to guard a lot of bigs as well. So something he's more than comfortable with. He can, like, this guy looks like a guy that can put another like 15 to 20 pounds onto if you really wanted to and you really got him in the gym. So take that as you will, as well with him, since he's already not necessarily killing you with crazy athleticism. Just make him bulky as shit is kind of what I'm thinking. But I'd talk to more of like trainers or something like that about it if you really want a in-depth thought for that. Good stuff. We're really trying to post up here. Big man's kind of just in the way. That one you let slip through. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. What you can do in this situation is like, look, there's enough people here to kind of help with this. Like you can kind of keep a hand on that defender so that they never get too far away from you, but something just to keep in mind. Here we go. There's kind of that post kick out right there. Let's go. Someone go get the basketball. Thank you. Kick it back out. Swing one more. Swing one more for me. Take that shot. Yup. Jump together on that one. Boom. I love it. Good shit. Good shit. Let's go. Let's go. We're fighting again. We're fighting. We're physical. We like it. I like being physical. Pause. Relax. It's okay. All right. We're driving. We're driving. Making something happen. Give me those. Give me those. Good contest. Give me that rebound. Let's go. Pass it out. We're going. We're going. What are we doing? Love it. Pass that basketball up. Nothing really happened after that. Cool, cool, cool. We're rolling out, getting some motion. We're going for a post up right here. They're sending two. They're sending two. Kick it out to him right there. Let's see. So look at this. The ball should be coming from the right pocket. That ball came from like his left nipple. Not something we necessarily want unless you're doing the Pledge of Allegiance. So what I would say, right, for why we have some of these bad misses is because this is pretty common. I was waiting for a clip like this to hopefully show it, but we have this kind of curvature on the ball, because if you think about it, right, you want the ball coming from the right hip so it can follow this straight line up and through. When you bring the ball from here, it adds that kind of variance, like this curve into the shot, and that's why you have some of these right and left misses. So we've already got a lot of good stuff going with him, and that one was just a bit long, so it's fine. But there's, despite the percentage, right, I'd still want to correct some things. That's just me, though. So that's just me. All right, here we go. We're fighting. Oh, motherfucker got bonked. Motherfucker got bonked. By the way, subscribe. We're trying to hit 20K. I'm supposed to be saying this in the videos more and more. So yeah, go subscribe, do all of that stuff. We're trying to hit 20K. Damn it. We're trying to do it. All right, here we go. Take another free throw. I don't care all that much. I don't want to see all these free throws. We move on. We move on. You guys don't care to watch that either. Here we go. Catch and shoot opportunity. This one, you can see the ball coming from that side again. And it's in. It's in for that one, right? It doesn't matter always, but It's adding more variance to the shot than we necessarily need to. Oh, we're pressing. We're pressing. I'm not exactly sure why they're pressing in this situation when they're up 16. You don't want to give them fast break opportunities. College coaching, what are you going to do? Right? Because then now you give up quick opportunities to score like this. I just don't understand. Like, they fucked it up, but I don't understand always. I don't understand always college coaching. What are you going to... And then you're taking, like, quick shots again after this. Like, no, slow it down a little bit. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But okay, and it's a turnover. Okay, this is a gross basketball game. And now you're still like, you got 3 guys back. I don't need to be yelling at college basketball teams anymore. Like, this is just like this. If you want to choke away a game, this is how you choke away a basketball game right here. Oh, and you jumped. You stayed pretty straight up, and I think he got one in the ding-a-ling. I think his jingle bells were rung, unfortunately. So let's move on to the next game. Final one. We've got a game against Pacific here where he had like 19 points. So let's see this really quick. Here we go. Here we go. Trying to kind of get out of the way. They're trying to do a lot of drive and kick when we got a guy in the middle of the court. Let's go. Post-up opportunities. We like post-up. You're probably not going to get to do this at the NBA very often. All right, we're trying to make something happen. Good cut right there. This is good pick and pop. Good stuff. Ooh. Feet closer together with this one. Feet closer together. Maybe some changes by the end of the year, right? Something that he doesn't change it all that much. Just a spoiler alert. But here we go. We roll the wrong way that time, but we're still able to get it. Hey, good jam. Good jam. Good stuff. Look at the coach here. Look at the coach here. Look at this. Just, hey. I can't, man. He's just like, guys, come on. Come on, guys. We're trying to win the game. I love it, man. I've probably been doing some crazy shit when I've been on the sidelines too. But it is what it is. Good pass out. Good pass out. Let's see. What do we got here? We got a screen. Nothing actually going on here. There we go. I want an on-ball screen going this way now, which is kind of weird because we're already overloaded on this side, so I'm not sure I understand that logic, but we get the pick and pop here. Let me take it. He jumps together. Feet not quite as wide apart, right? Little things like that make a difference. That ball doesn't come from the nipple quite as much. It's still coming from the other nipple. That's the difference. That's the difference. It's better. It's an improvement. It's an improvement. Okay, what do we got? There is nobody at this tournament, man. There is nobody here. Oh, man. Fair enough. Here we go. Screen. Not really going nowhere. Good pass, kinda. Hey, up and in. All the way through. Good stuff. We move forward. Let's go. Let's go. What do we got here? You guys kind of get his game at this point, right? It's nothing all that complex. A little bit of a travel there. Now I'm going to back you down. I'm going to try to play make out of this. Notice how he's keeping his eyes up as he's doing this the whole time. He's really looking. He's looking for that skip pass. He's looking for that next pass here, which you could probably have made. You probably could have made it, but it's okay. There it is now, a little bit later, because you brought the defender too close to him that time. You probably should have made it. Here, you probably could have hit with like a pass fake and then out to there, something like that, but it is what it is. Good defense by 10 overall. Good stuff, but 15, better shot. Good stuff. Here we go. Trying to waste some clock. What a bad, like, a graphic to have right here. Good Lord. Is this the YouTube channel? It must be. Yeah, okay. Okay, fair enough. I thought that was, like, actually, like, on the game for a second. I was like, holy shit. Here we go. Catch basketball. Hey! Or another little rim grazer. We're happy about it. We're happy about it. They're trying to make something happen. Bad shot. Give me these. Let's go. Let's go. We're running. We're running. We're kind of running. We're jogging. We're jogging. Hair is flopping. Let's do it. Screen, pick and pop. Great stuff right here. Still a little bit wide, feet facing the other direction. There's a little bit more weight on the left leg as well, but it don't matter because it's in. Good stuff, Graves. Good stuff. We're hitting shots. I love it. Here we go. Good switchback. Great communication by you two. Here we go. Here we go. Nine's trying to make something happen. I'm here in the paint. Everybody's in the paint. It's a party. It's like an Italian party. Like everybody's like in the house, just like jam-packed together. As many people as they can fit in the house. There we go. Boom. I work with a lot of Italians. They're technically Sicilians. They don't always talk about them the same. So I don't know. You Italians out there, you tell me if you count Sicilians or not. Here we go. Here we go. We're going. Yup. Give the ball up. Yeah, the ball made it up there. Okay, that's all you guys need to see. That's Alan Graves. Okay, so some final thoughts on him. Again, the game isn't that complicated, but the defense is really nice. Like, he does a lot of NBA-style things already. That's exciting. Not going to kill you with crazy athleticism, but I think he's going to fight hard on the glass for you. Hopefully, the three-point shot continues. Like, I have my hesitancies on it just with how slow it is or whatever. That is what it is. The first thing I'd want him to do is fix some of that shot for him to make sure you can really be that 3-and-D guy for us. I love the defense, right? It's just we want to make sure that shot's perfect because you can make so much money off that, and that's where you're going to be super valuable. And so I want to make sure that it's good. And then working on some of the ball handling stuff or whatever so that you can be that short roll guy, because I think you have good instincts out of the roll already. So just continuing to improve those skills. And that's totally fine, right? Because he's a freshman. There's plenty of time to get better and develop. Glad you're sticking in the draft, my friend. So now, where are we putting you on the big board? As always, let's talk about what a big board actually means. This is not an order of best player to worst player. This isn't me also saying, like, this guy will be the best or the worst player. This is the order at which you would want the opportunity to develop your players. That's what we always do. That's the point of a big board when we make these professionally and stuff. And we'll make one that's more team-oriented later in the process, we being me and the team that I work for. And by the way, this is not my actual board. You guys will get to see that just before the draft or whatever. This is just for this series, kind of based off initial impressions. So where would I put Graves? Something to note, there's not a lot of other people kind of playing that forward position in this class that can also like step out and shoot. So he's got a little bit of rarity in him to where it's kind of a valuable skill set in that sense, right? I'm still liking a lot of these other guys above him as of right now. I think where I'd want to put him is, like, if I could reorder some of these, I probably would at this point. That's the hard part of me kind of judging this now, is like, this just isn't the same order that I'd have people in nowadays. But I'm gonna put him, I'm putting him above Quaintance right here, and like above Ament. I just find him a little bit more interesting here. So I guess that's technically a new lottery edition with the board that we've got going on right now. And I know I'm not the only person to say something like that, and I won't say specifically where I have him currently with things, but yeah, for the time being, I've got him at 14 on my board. So hey, a fun name to kind of add to the class and everything. I'm glad he's sticking around. Let me know what you guys think of Graves down in the comment section below. I'm sure all of you guys will be either like he's the best player ever or he's the worst, because that's how people tend to talk. So have some nuance, have some takes. Be like, if he could do these things well, it'll be this. With so many new people on the channel, I encourage you guys, talk about your thoughts a little bit more. Explain yourselves. Don't just be like, L or W player, stuff like that. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Let's move on to the comments of the video. Alrighty, y'all. Comment of the video is coming from a comment that was just posted on our most recent mock draft video right here. That comes from Hensida, however you say that. Said AVC. That's me. My Nana and I loved this video. My Nana says you look familiar. Interesting. Does that mean you've been skipping parts of my videos? Damn it. If you guys haven't watched any Ideal Offseason videos, go watch those. You'll understand that joke a little bit more if you do. But interesting that Janana says I look familiar. Interesting. Tell her that I'm curious what's for breakfast this next week. Unless, of course, you're watching the entire duration of my video, to which I won't. Your Nana probably is just seeing somebody that maybe looks like me or something like that. So just something to keep in mind or whatever. But anyway, thank you guys for the great basketball conversations. As always, if you want to have more of them, go join the Discord. Link is down in the description below. You definitely want to be there for the finals and things like that. At the time you guys are watching this, the Spurs Thunder Game 7 has already happened. Oh boy. What happened? Did Wemby shock the world? Did Wemby shock the world? Is he now the kingpin of the NBA? He's ordering out hits on everybody or whatever, or are the Thunder going back to it? I can't wait for that game. I can't wait. I'm going to be out of town during it, and it's so annoying, but I'm going to make sure that we watch it, because I'm sure the people that I'll be like working with and everything will want to be watching it as well. So take that as you will, but as always, thank you guys. Subscribe, comment, do all of those things, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye.